The set theory is have the conjunctions and the compositions at the terms which is defined at the first time. There are the categorizations of the elements which is became the set theory themselves. Uh, and it is became the proof of the elements of the terms. Is it the new terms, or is that the term that is became the research to find the solutions? And that is came at the first ideas themselves. That is coin. It could be coin at that conditions, or it could be coin far at the future. And the coin terms, the coin idea, the coin workflow algorithms, probably if it is complex information and complex algorithm or complex solutions that's needed, like the problem sets of the uh, the visualizations of the uh, GIS data of like probably the natural resources, GIS data of like the health, the GIS data of like uh, the alterations of the elements, uh, or any social data or any scientific data that is distributed at GIS, or probably the data that is distributed at the AI, or data that is distributed at the mathematics themselves or the sets themselves. At these conditions, there is two categories of sets, which is the first sets: why, how, when, who, where, uh, how it was first coined. And it is first coined at the first term of sets, the first terms of the elements, first terms of sets. And the coinage of those terms are only possible with the most simple conversations. Most conversations, is it about the biography of the individual, or about the biography of the elements themselves, which is graph out and charts out all the conditions that is at the visualizations of the ideas with the simple conversations, the visualizations of the idea, the simple conversations. And we talk now at the perspective of sets. The first sets, which is the first set, which is uh, which is out there at the other conditions out there, with the probability terms of the possibilities to be uh, have to be finished at the other time. And there is the implications of the ideas. There is the ideas of photocopy transistors, the ideas of AI, the ideas of uh, GIS, the ideas of uh, probably the simple one is like the internet system, the wireless system, the portable system machines, and the compression systems, the nanotechnology. And that is at the same time only to have probably there is the critical situations, that is it is the technology is not what the bragging of the technology, the bragging of the technology is really fast, really really expensive, that kind of conditions. But that's to probably communicate the links, probably reading links, and it just have to be on, or like what is the identity of the individuals, which is uh, need to be probability themselves. How is it to solutions all of this? That is became the probability themselves. And that's what set theory is. And yeah, it is really again. Uh, so That's became the set theory themselves is the protocol when there is the books, that is the complex books that need the maintenance, of course. At the world of books, all of these books needs the maintenance and the keeper to the networks of the informations themselves, because there is the there's limitations of the capacity, the limitations of the conditions, the limitations of the individuals, and that is need the maintenance at the reality or not reality, the society or not society, the priority or not priority, the hierarchy or not hierarchy, that is have to be maintained. Or yeah, what are the other equality of these sets? Yeah. So if we have other conversations about the set theory, it is really has the scale of magnitude of the priorities. Since this logic is has the categorizations of the logic flip, there's the truth table of the logic flip. 10110 is the bit. Logic flip themselves is like the ALU or the multiplex. The how is it that and or the the NOT gate, those uh, those operators of those conditions themselves uh, could flip out the characters could flip out the like calculators, like 1 2 3 4 5, that calculators are at the bit flip of the 8-bit lines, and the other is the bit flips of the ASCII characters, probably the font characters, probably, and that is need the logic of uh, logic of the bits themselves to perform the pixelizations of the ideas themselves, which is this became the intentions and the purpose at the distributions of this technology themselves. It's really expensive. How is it? It could be millions of papers that's needed to be paid. Do you still remember millions of codes? That's millions of papers that is need to be paid without any sequences of error. So pay themselves has the categorization. Is that pay for the errors, or is that pay for the investments? And that is really expensive implications to run that at to have the normality and the stability of the system and the maintenance of the system without, and the sequences at the millions causality or millions sequences, with or without the concerns about anyone at individual, but there is the individuals that needed to be at the sets at the maintenance, even though interest or not interest, of course, that is became the subjectivity that is uh, that is always outset and outlast to all the conditions of the stability of the maintenance themselves. But of course, in the end or at the beginning, it is always about the yeah, it is always about the sets themselves or not else. But yeah, of course, if it is never it is doesn't have any concerns at all elements. I mean, it doesn't have any concerns of the elements of need. Okay. Now, so there is the 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 logic formulas themselves, and the uh, for example, the um, elements. Uh, to have the yeah, elements themselves is there is the um, uh, if if the sets, so there is the sets of the positive, sets of the natural of uh, the sets of the natural, sets of uh, the numbers, sets of the rational, sets of the real numbers, the complex numbers. Uh, okay, this became the most important. Okay, there is the tensors, or the notations, or the elements that constructs classes. Constructs, for example, yeah, like what is the elements of, like like what is the elements of, what is it? Yeah. Food processing, for example, is food processing. What is the elements of the food processing? There's the elements of history there. There's the elements of the individuals that is make the prototype, the formulas of the prototype, the sketching process of the prototype, at the papers the prototype is processed and model, and the plans of those prototypes themselves to have the food processing, the farm of the farm of the food themselves, and the food themselves is processed with the first prototype, which is have been finished, and the finished one, the prototype finish is processing the the harvested materials, and that conditions became the became the food processing themselves. And so the food processing themselves has the elements of the history themselves, has the elements of the formulas of the prototype, has the elements of the organizations of the institutions that is became the food processing themselves. Uh, so the uh, the not yet the raw materials became the distributions. So it is the distributions themselves. After the raw material became the products, the yeah, after it is processed, the food is processed. How is it to organize the food process to be logistic to all the individuals? How is the setting of the prices? How is the setting of the marketing of the conditions themselves to have the leverage of values, and have the popularity of the values themselves, that is became familiar with yeah, became like have the prestigious of the brand themselves, and the brand is to elements, and how's the logistics, and that is have the elements themselves. So that's how, what is the assets, what is the elements of the sets that constructs a concept. So there is the concepts of the sets themselves, the concepts of the sets, the network of the concepts of the sets, and the elements of the sets themselves, which is construct a word or an element themselves. So uh, that is the what is the conditions of the elements that is have to be collected, or have to be exist before the existence of the new elements, which is became the research intentions, with or without anyone there who is became the responsibility to maintenance of the elements themselves, with or without. So it is not necessary who, not necessary who, but the solutions. It is never necessary who is the elements of those. The only necessary one is the um, solutions. We don't care about the who, not we. What I conditions is don't care about who, yet the solutions have to be exist. wherever they are, but have the conditions of the difference that themselves. But usually, the individuals that's responsible to the elements of the solutions are the individuals that is have the premise of the solutions themselves. That is probably the inventors themselves. That is pass the parameters of the informations to the conditions, before. Yeah, probably there are the other conditions themselves. So that's the this these papers is became the um, what is the sets, what is the coin, initial coin of the sets themselves. And the other, after the first initial coin, what is the term, what is the concepts, and after that branch out into the elements of the concepts themselves. Who like there is the at the notations of the elements themselves, there is the notations of the join element. So there is the set, there's the join element, but there's the disjoin. I'm sorry, the not join element, the join and the not join element. But this equal subjectivity. So if this became equality with subjectivity, the elements could not be proved. The elements not need to be proved, but it's need to be proved to have uh, the maintenance of the systems themselves. But of course, it is first have to be at the constraints of the subjectivity. So yeah, yeah, that's the initial sets. Okay, became the um, what is the logic operations to construct a set, to construct a set. There's two categories. What are the elements that is constructs the first new sets? The other categories is what is the um, elements, the notations of the elements themselves that uh, that is have the definition to maintenance the to constructs the elements that the initial coin sets became the constructs to that sets themselves. What are the branches of the elements? What are the networks of the elements? What are the workflow algorithm, the connections, the databases, context, or the formulas that is have to be present before the elements, that the initial elements of the coin term, new coin term uh, is exist. For example, like fly. What is the term fly, and what is the term of the elements that is have to be present to realize the element fly. So that's the notations. That is the notations of the captivity, or the conditional status needed to construct a set. Construct a set. And there's the Venn diagram, which is this Venn diagram is really 1800. 1800 is the same time at the telephone condition. It is the same time at the first automobile, and that is planned to distribute and at the early papers, test papers, um, is the branch, for example, the term computer. Uh, all the new terms, all the premises, all the words, basically all the words all the words, all the new term, the existing term, the maintenance of that term, the premise, the concepts, the networks of the concepts, the formulas, uh, possibility of the successions of the concepts, uh, the uh, uh, the elements that is constructs concepts, the solution sets that is segment out the systems of the systems that is uh, have to be elements at the conditions. Um, what is the elements that is have to be outside? What are the elements that is have to be include all? What are the elements that is have to be excluded out at all the conditions? Exceptions, all that exceptions. What are the elements that is and the formulas that is have the sequence that's to propose into the new premise and the term themselves, which is became the maintenance and the stability of the system themselves. And basically all these truth tables is to prove of terms themselves to be realized if it is not possible to be realized at the reality. And if probably the book the like uh, there is the sets for example, there is the sets of books, there is the sets of systems of the books that imply into the complexity of technology or systems of conditions at those that's maintained at the systems and the elements of the systems themselves. Let's have to specify like places of read and the authors of read themselves and the keeper of the author of read and the author and the keeper of the books themselves. At the other time, it is really crowded and have all the conversations about this. It's really popular and became the customs and became the ritual to search all the conditions and have the continuous broadcasting to these concepts because it is needed to be maintained. But eventually, yeah, it is have the limitations, have the capacity, have the conditions, have to be out the conditions themselves. So um, the most the most the most the most scared if the individuals that's responsible at that book and the book that's responsible at that terms is really really, really scarce and the resources are really scarce. The resources are uh, can't again to be found. How is it to protocolize the urgency of the matters of the data themselves with or without whoever that's don't care about and don't care about this this vi- this yeah don't care about any of this, but there's have to be solutions. But of course it is never at the conditions of the technical, have to be the subjectivity.